Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about cellular respiration. The first question that should be asked is, what is cellular respiration? And the answer is simple. Cellular respiration is the process of energy production within a cell. I'm going to give you a brief overview and then we'll go into more detail. Glucose molecules are broken down through glycolysis to create pyruvate and a net gain of 2 ATP and 2 NADH. The pyruvate then binds to coenzyme A to start the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle produces ATP or GTP, FADH2, and NADH. These molecules then enter into the electron transport chain, which produces about 38 ATP. Glycolysis begins with a 6-carbon glucose molecule. But first, what is glycolysis? And again, the answer is simple. Glycolysis is the process of breaking down glucose molecules into pyruvate. The glucose will gain 2 phosphates from ATP. When this happens, the molecule splits into 2 3-carbon molecules. The 3-carbon molecule will give off hydrogen and electrons to create NADH from NAD+. The 3-carbon molecule will then gain another phosphate. 1 phosphate will be given off to an ADP to make ATP. Hydrogen will be given off again. In the presence of oxygen, this will create water. The second phosphate is then given to another ADP to create ATP. This process happens for both 3-carbon molecules to create 2 pyruvates. Before the Krebs cycle can begin, the pyruvate must bind with coenzyme A. This creates a byproduct of NADH and acetyl-CoA, which is a 2-carbon molecule. Acetyl-CoA will then bond with a de-energized 4-carbon molecule, or oxaloacetate. This molecule gives off 1 carbon in the form of CO2 and creates NADH. This happens again, creating another CO2 byproduct and NADH. The 4-carbon molecule now makes ATP, FADH2, and NADH again, leaving a de-energized 4-carbon molecule to repeat the process. Where does the electron transport chain take place? The electron transport chain happens in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. The electron transport chain follows the NADH and the FADH2 to the inner membrane of the mitochondria. These high-energy molecules give electrons to the proteins. This pushes out 4H+ through the first and third protein channels and 2 hydrogens through the fourth channel. When this happens, the hydrogen passes back into the mitochondria through the ATP synthase. This causes ADP to become ATP and for water to be created as a byproduct.